Hello YouTube, Al Cooper here, and this week I'm going to do a pointless video, a comparison between the Mosky Golden Horse and the Electroharmonix Soul Food. This is actually the Soul Pog. It's the Pog Nano, the octave pedal, and the Soul Food on the other side. So I'm just using the Soul Food this time. Why is it a pointless video? Well, they're both in the wheelhouse of the Klon Centaur, or Centaur if you're in America. But this is a copy of the Gold Klon, whereas the Soul Food is ostensibly a copy or in the wheelhouse of a Silver Klon. So there will be some tonal differences. So I'm going to do a quick video just showing you how these pedals really sound different. I'm going to have everything at, well, say everything, probably not the volume, and everything at 12 o'clock on each of them. And then I'll whack the tone around to maybe about 2 o'clock, 3/4 of the way around. And then I'll whack up the gain and we'll just see how they sound different. This one is about 20 quid new. I got it for a tenner second hand. Pretty happy with that. I mean, it don't at all sound bad for a tenner, I'll tell you that. And the Soul Pog is about 140 quid, 150 quid. But the Soul Food on its own, if you wanted to buy that just as a standalone pedal, that's about 70 quid. So enough of my yakking, let's see how they sound. Okay, so I'm plugged into my Micro Dark Terror, orange Micro Dark Terror. It's going through a Harley Benton 212, it's got V30s, it's a closed back 212. I'm using my Ibanez AS53. One thing to note on this, I have now managed to put new tuners on, and I like the look of these, they look a bit nicer. These are open gear Wilkinson tuners, they're about 15 quid, they're meant to be for a Gretsch. I ordered the wrong ones for a guitar like 2 years ago, and these have just been set in a drawer. And I think they work really nicely. They were quite stiff, I had to oil them up, but yeah, really nice. So I think in the interest of everything being as scientific as we can be, I'm going to leave everything at 12 o'clock on both of them, including the volumes. So, oh yeah, works better with the tuner off. Let's go with the Mosky first, shall we? Soul Food. Right, so from the off, I've got the Mosky everything at 12 o'clock, and the Soul Food's got a lot more volume in it. So the volume's now gone from 12 o'clock down to 9 o'clock. It's got more gain as well. So I have the gain about 11 o'clock on the soul food. It's about the same level as gain as the Mosky. So let's do the Mosky first again. Soul food. So the soul food feels a bit clearer, but it's got less warmth than the Mosky. So let me do a chord. I like this chord. Now Mosky. I actually prefer the Mosky for this. Mosky. So the soul food's got more clarity, but it seems to have less warmth. It's less rounded than the golden horse. There is a silver horse that Mosky do. Husker do. I might well try that one at some point. If it comes up for a tenner, I'm going to sling a tenner at it to see what it's like. Mosky. Maybe if I bring the treble in a little bit on the Mosky. Soul food. It's got that sort of bouncy but clarity, as opposed to the Mosky. A bit more acoustic-y with the soul food. Do you know what? Let's try going into some drives. So let's try the Blackstar LT Dual. This is my amp style pedal. fairly low gain. Without the Mosky, so it's just the Black Star on its own. Let's try a little bit of reverb. And with the Mosky, actually it's too much reverb, it's ridiculous. Yes, it is hard to play. I haven't quite learned that riff yet, even though I bloody wrote it. Soul Food. I think the Golden Horse is a bit more pleasing. The Mosky is a bit more pleasing. The arpeggiated chords. If I just go to the metal zone, because why not? That's that with the Mosky. Metal zone on its own. It's that. I'm trying to get that clarity out of it. That's Mosky on its own. Now the Soul Food on its own. Maybe we need to add a bit more gain in, so let's back up to 12 o'clock. Black Star. Come on. Mosky with the Black Star. Soul Food. So the Golden Horse again is just warmer and it warms up the sound a bit more. As opposed to the sort of cleaner, clearer, crisper Soul Food. So there you have it. That's a comparison between the Mosky Golden Horse and the Electroharmonix Soul Food. Definitely different pedals. I mean, they both stack well with other pedals, which is quite impressive. I was kind of wondering if one of them would kind of refuse to work with another pedal, especially like an amp in the box, or it's not an amp in the box, but that's the way I use the Black Star. I use it as if I'm going into a crunchy amp. So I was kind of intrigued as to how they would both stack up. I'm not sorry. So there you have it. They're clearly different pedals. The Mosky is warmer, it's richer, but it has less definition than the Soul Food, which is kind of colder. Sounds a bit negative, but you know, it doesn't have the warmth of the Golden Horse, but it does have that crispness and clarity that was really useful for certain things. I can see this being used more as a clean boost and this being used more as a oompher, you know, more of an overdrive. Actually, I'd quite like to use this just as an overdrive rather than a clean boost, which is how I've been using it, and it does work well as a clean boost. Just different flavours of the same thing, really. I don't think sound-wise one is better than the other. Are they going to last? I've got two of these because I bought one before for a tenner off a bloke on Facebook, and it arrived, and when I tried to turn it on, it didn't turn on, so it gave me my tenner back. So that tells you all you really need to know about these. You get what you pay for, and you might not get that. I want to learn to fix pedals, so I'm going to fix that at some point. But sound-wise, there's nothing wrong with this. I don't think the switch is going to last forever. It doesn't. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It feels fine. Electroharmonix. That's a louder click. Yeah, I think this will last longer, which is really what you'd expect of a company like Electroharmonix. They don't dick about. But I mean, if you put this in a loop switcher and you're just using the loop, then this is always on, and you're never going to have a problem with the switch wearing out, which is what I do anyway. So there you have it. Just two different pedals, two different sounds. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you got the Silver Horse? Do you know of any other clones? What do you prefer? What do you think? How do you use these pedals? How would you use these pedals? Would you use them both on your board at the same time? Would you use them both on your board at the same time in different ways? Do you think they're better at different things? Do you think one just sounded rubbish? Leave that down in the comments. Thanks for watching. My name's Al. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense. And I'll see you next week. So until then, bye-bye.
Bye!